What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're talking about something kind of crazy. So, you guys seeing like right above my head in the top left hand corner, there is 9 days left in the Age of Heroes set. And this is the first time we have gotten any sort of an even like minor hint about Season 6 in my team. And I am most definitely reading way too much into these things. But at the end of the day, speculation is speculation, and like these videos do well because I know for a fact a lot of people like speculating, like predicting things. I'm not even potentially wrong. I'm almost certainly wrong in this scenario. I am almost certainly going to be wrong because I'm wrong pretty much a lot more often than I'm right, as we've seen this week with the Canada packs and the whole fact that I was almost certain there were St. Patrick's Day cards coming today. So yeah. Anyway. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 240k subs by the end of the month, and right now we're about 250 off hitting 237k, so we're going to be very close to it. We're going to be very close to 240k, which is insane. Like, if we're within, we got within 10k of $250,000. It's just nuts. It is just absolutely nuts. Like, and we're not that far off hitting that. So, anyway, what we saw today. So, basically, if you guys don't know, on Twitter, the MyTEAM Twitter account, basically tweeted a bunch of eye emojis at this patch right here. So, if you guys are looking at it, the MyTEAM things, it says resolved or just a rare issue where dark matter players were not displaying, addressed an audio issue with dark matter card animations, and prep work for season 6. It's peculiar. So prep work for season 6 of my team, it's peculiar. And the fact that there's prep work 9 days early, I'm guessing it's just because of the patch. There might be something kind of big. It's peculiar. Assuming some of you guys, I think honestly, them wording it like this is in fact very peculiar. It is most definitely very peculiar that they put this in like this, but sure, you just never know. So if you guys don't know what peculiar means, it means different to what's normally expected, or strange, weird. Like, that's kind of what peculiar means. So different to what is expected. So I think this is telling you one thing. I think there's one thing that we can be very sure is coming out next season. And a lot of people are going to have different theories, because I assume there's going to be another domination. Like, we assumed there's going to be another domination. My prediction last season, when there was no domination, was that it was going to be domination, Spotlight Sims, domination, Spotlight Sims. So we had a domination in January, then we're going to have we have Spotlight Sims this season. I think next season we're going to have a domination. Season 7, I think we're going to have Spotlight Sims. Season 8, we're going to have a domination. Season 9, we're probably going to have Spotlight Sims. And then there's probably going to be Season 10. That's going to be the end of it till 2K22. That is my prediction anyway. Because it's looking like these are only like 5 weeks now, these seasons, rather than 6 weeks. So it's not too bad doing something like that. Like, they don't necessarily need to. Because like last year, if we look at what we had, the second Spotlight Sims last year came out on April. They came out 2 weeks early this year. But last year, the second Spotlight Sims came out on April the 21st. So the 21st was when the Spotlight Sims came out. And the new season, this season is starting on the, what's 19 plus 6, 26th? 26th of March is the new season. So that season with 5 weeks, that literally brings you into like the start of May. Whereas the second Spotlight Sims last year, obviously, were the 21st of April. I wouldn't be that surprised they pushed them like back a week and bring them in at the start of May to start season 6. But you just never know. But one thing on the 24th of April that we saw, the out of position packs. Even though we saw plenty of out of position players before that. Well, did we see plenty of out of position? We saw Giannis. We saw point guard J.R. Smith. If I'm not mistaken, we saw point guard J.R. Smith. This card right here. He was point guard J.R. And obviously we saw that card. We saw point guard. That card was on January the 10th. Look and see where any other flash cards. All-Star Flash. I had point guard LeBron, actually. All-Star Flash had point guard LeBron. So we saw a few out of position players. And I think that's what they're leaning towards. I think that is what they're leaning towards with that. That, like, I don't think you can really have anything more, like, peculiar than players being in a different positions, because I don't think they're going to do stuff like what ifs, like changing the height of players. I don't think they're going to change, like, what the players actually do. I just think they're going to just change their positions. So what can you guys expect with this whole peculiar thing? What I'm expecting, first of all, I'm expecting domination. I'm going to do like an entire prediction thing later on next week as well, to start next week. But my prediction is that there's going to be out of position players. Like, people, it's going to happen. Like, I know there are people that are saying that they don't like out of position players. I know a lot of people don't. But the worst part of it is that more people do. It's like when people are saying the game mode dies when they start releasing dark matter players and 99 everything stats, when in reality, for every one player that quits for that reason, 2 new players come in for that reason because they want the fantasy. And like, people speak with their speak with their credit cards. Like, it's very evident that 2K get more eyes on my team when every card's a demigod. So even though you specifically might not prefer that, more than 50% of the player base do, unfortunately. So I think that peculiar, weird, strange, like, I can't see anything. I can't see anything out apart from out of position cards like that, meaning that. So yeah, other things obviously that I'm predicting, I assume it's going to be, we're going to see an out of position unlimited reward. I assume we're going to see an out of position packs to start off the season. He's not going to be an entire out of position like season. Like, they can't do an entire season based on that. But I think maybe the final reward is an out of position player. I think maybe the level 40 reward could be a point guard Simmons. I think that this tweet means point guard Simmons or point guard. I don't think point guard Giannis. I think point guard Giannis brings in a lot more money than a point guard Simmons because we already have a point guard Simmons. I think point guard Dark Matter Simmons is probably my prediction for the season 5 reward or season 6 reward because of this whole peculiar thing. But anyway, let me know in the comments section what you guys think. Like, this is just me. This is just the way I'm reading it, the way I've like read into what 2K have said. And again, I'm probably wrong. Like, I'm wrong as often as I'm right. I'm wrong more often than I'm right with things like this. Like, things like this, I'm literally just making a prediction. I'm talking about what what my instincts are telling me. I'm normally kind of close. I think that I predict that Opal Mellow was going to come out. I think I predicted Opal Mellow coming out instead of Opal Kawhi, but they had the same position. I've gotten like the right positions with every one of my like level 40 predictions. I predicted Kareem instead of D-Rob, but I was literally like, it's either Kareem or D-Rob. It's one or the other. And I unfortunately went with Kareem, which is a little bit wrong. I have a feeling, I would have thought Kareem was coming out this Friday, but surely Larry's coming out this Friday or Kevin Garnett. But I think they've kind of done with their St. Patrick's Day thing, so it's going to be likely an Idols player this Friday. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. This season is going to be very, very interesting because season 5, I actually think one of the best things that has ever happened in 2K was this Age of Heroes set. If you are looking to lock in for it, you can look at it in a pessimistic view. I think it's dumb to lock in for it, but I have no problem with the set itself. I have no problem with the set, like these guys going for 1 million MT. I have absolutely no problem with that. And as long as the Phil Jackson and stuff, as long as they don't make stats go over 99, I've got absolutely no problem because they're basically just worthless vanity cards. And you're locking in for Popovich, who no one's going to even realize it's not the dime Popovich, or you're locking in for Colonel Sanders. But all these like grindable cards have been incredible. Clyde's incredible, Mitchell's incredible. I've really like kind of enjoyed the grinding aspect, which has been associated with these modern and golden age heroes. And the Evo cards they brought in this season in are they in Spotlight Rewards? Yeah, unfortunately there's no challenge for completing all these, but there's no lock-in, but that's not the biggest deal at all. So yeah, I've been a big fan of this season, and I think next season we're going to get a lot more different ways of grinding. I think we're going to get domination to start the season, and I do, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on who you are, I actually kind of like when the game becomes carnage and everyone's out of position. Like, I don't like this type period. I like it at the very start of the year when there's no, like, super cheesy players and everyone's kind of not great, so it's more tactical. I hate, like, this period of the year where there's a lot of ultra cheesy cards, but some cards still have weaknesses. Like, my favorite periods of the year are the very start and the very end of the year. Like, the period from like October to February is normally the period where I just don't really have the same enjoyment in my team, but we're starting to get into the period where it's just carnage and I just genuinely enjoy it. And I do think that It's Peculiar is a reference to out of position players coming. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about Season 6 in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.